This man was being relentlessly beaten by the vice president of the student council.
Have some shame!
Afterward, the vice president, feeling unsatisfied, dragged him to the office for further punishment. The vice president put on rubber gloves, opened a drawer, and took out a terrifying weapon. When Juga returned, his once flowing hair was shaved into a buzz cut. This was the vice president's way of punishing him, specifically shaving his hair like this. However, the reason Juga did this was to save his hair, so he could give it to Seishi, allowing him to disguise himself as a girl and escape successfully. This gesture moved Seishi once again. He swore that he would escape and buy the limited edition figure that Juga wanted the most. Next, they needed to find a way to get a female school uniform. The school practiced a boarding system, where dirty clothes were collected once a week and sent for washing. Seishi seized the opportunity when the staff came to take the clothes and hid in the sewer to wait for the right moment. But the staff came and went too frequently, so Seishi had no chance to escape the sewer. At this moment, Juga once again sacrificed himself for the plan. He loudly shouted and provoked the staff, successfully catching their attention and enraging them.
You were staring at yours truly's recently shown head and laughing, weren't you?
Why would I?
Art thou calling me a liar?
Enough already, boy!
Come hither and say it to my face, you big
I
coward!
was already coming over there.
The man rolled up his sleeves, ready to teach him a lesson. However, although Juga looked fierce and fearless, he had already wet his pants in fear. Fortunately, Shingo saw this in time. He rushed over, stopped Juga, and quickly apologized to the bald man. This way, Juga avoided a severe beating. After getting help from Juga, Seishi hurriedly ran to the room to get the clothes. But he didn't find a school uniform. Instead, he found a purple lace garment, which made his mind wander. But when he realized it was the vice president's, Seishi became scared. At that moment, the bald man came back to grab the clothes, and Seishi seized the opportunity to sneak into the car. He found the uniform just as the bald man locked the car door and was about to drive off. Seishi, still hiding in the car, had not gotten out yet. However, as the car started moving, it ran over a basket Seishi had placed under the car earlier. Taking advantage of the moment when the bald man got out to check, Seishi quickly slipped out of the car from the other side. They had finally managed to get the uniform without any further issues. They had finally reached the day of the escape. The school was holding a track and field competition, and Seishi and Juga were assigned to guard the students' belongings. As planned, Seishi first went to the restroom, played the MP3 he had pre-recorded for the bathroom break, then rushed to the hiding spot for the uniform. He changed into the wig and the female school uniform. At this moment, the vice president was punishing 3 of her roommates nearby. Suddenly, a few strands of hair floated up to her nose. She simply rubbed her nose, then immediately recognized that the hair belonged to Juga. Meanwhile, just as Seishi finished changing, he looked up and saw the vice president walking toward him. In a panic, his movements were too large, and his jacket tore. He knew that if he ran now, the vice president would definitely call out to him after noticing the torn clothes. At this critical moment, Seishi quickly slung his backpack over his shoulder. When the vice president saw him carrying the school's backpack, she assumed he was a student and didn't question it further. Seishi, trying to remain calm, walked confidently toward the school gates. But just a few steps out, a hand suddenly grabbed him. He turned around and panicked when he saw that it was the president of the student council. Seishi's heart sank, worried that the escape plan would be exposed right then and there.
You shouldn't wear this bag on your back. It's most unbecoming.
The bag?